though we started 15 minutes late, and we have two more speakers. So we'll be listening to them. And I now invite Dr. Joram Begi to speak. He is the chairperson for Vivekananda Institute of Culture, based in Guwahati, the northeast of India. Welcome, Dr. Veer. Last minute. Right.
Very good morning to all of you. Esteemed Chairman of the session, Syam Parandeji, Revered Swami Param Atmanandji, distinguished co-panelists, very distinguished participants from India and abroad. My understanding of the topic diversity, inclusion, mutual respect starts from this room. I'm told that there are 358 participants, but I'm sure that none of us is similar to another person. Therefore, all of us are unique persons ourselves. So is the case that today there are 8 billion people in the world. Can we find 2 persons 100% equal to each other? Never. Even born twins, have some degree of differences, physically, mentally, emotionally. So is the case of plants and animals. Do you know it or not, that the 2 leaves of a same tree will not be 100% similar to each other. So this is called diversity. Therefore, diversity is the fundamental law of nature, and it is unavoidable. In ancient Indian thought, it is enunciated that one manifests in all. It is said that ekam sat vipra bahuda vadante, which means the truth is one, but it manifests in various forms. The entire universe is the manifestation. So therefore it is interconnected, interrelated, and interdependent. Essentially, it means that inclusive of all, because that inclusiveness which Mr. Owen James talked of children of South Sahara, which Nasimaji talks of differently able bodies, able persons. Now, this is you call it the Creator is divine. At the same time, all his creations are also divine. So one divine cannot be different from the other. So there is a oneness. Therefore, all human beings are to be treated equal, equity and inclusion. Not only human being, but also his practices, maybe language, religion, faith, or maybe ways of lives, knowledge system, ideas, ideologies, philosophies, everything has to be respected. So, this is what I consider, that even this conflict resolution of the world, if the principles of diversity, inclusion, and mutual respect is taken up, it is the most best conflict resolution method, and world will live in peace and harmony, and a better place to live for all. So this seminar, it has been made in 5 sub-themes. The first one is that diversity and inclusion of those who have born in unfortunate circumstances, such as people with physical and mental disabilities. The second sub-theme is that persons who do not fall into the binaries of male and female or the transgenders. The third sub-theme is that mutual respect needs to be accorded towards the faith and cultural traditions of the communities that were derided till now as backward, outdated, and even as poles and evils. The fourth one is that principle of diversity, inclusion, and mutual respect be applied to all the native traditions of world, especially of America, Africa, Europe. We have made it 5 more sub-themes. One is this: inclusion, promotion, and recognition of the contribution of environmentally conscious culture. Second is that bringing into the mainstream of marginalized and economically weaker section. The third is that networking and exchange of native and traditional communities of world to support them in process of development.
Begiji, one more minute.
Yeah. The fourth one is that revitalizations of excluded cultures and the societies. The fifth one is the concept of minority should not only be considered in the national level, but also it should be viewed from the global point of view. Then the fifth sub-theme is that the methods adopted by various countries, cultures, and communities to solve their problems and interpret terms like women empowerment, human right, should be done in the light of their traditions. So these are the sub-themes. The final seminar, we are going to have it at Namsai on 10th and 11th June. Namsai is located in the northeastern region. And the northeastern region of India is the best example of diversity, inclusion, and mutual respect. There are as many as 220 ethnic and linguistic groups. And Vivekananda Institute of Culture is doing research, documentation of the traditions and customs of these ethnic groups as intellectual fountainhead for them, and also to establish the commonality amongst them in particular and nation as a whole. So therefore, it has been given the responsibility to conduct this seminar there at Namsai. So I invite all of you to come to Namsai to Northeast. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Begi ji.